Greetings, traveler. I am the legendary Western hero, and this is the Some Nerdy Arguments review of The Messenger. The Messenger is an action platformer that starts out as an homage to 8-bit games like Ninja Gaiden, only to then transform into a Metroidvania-style game that switches back and forth between 8 and 16-bit styles. Studio co-founder Thierry Bollinger was inspired to create this game from his early days of gaming, being heavily inspired by Ninja Gaiden 2. However, he and his team weren't interested in creating a simple clone, which is where the change in style comes in. The story of The Messenger centers around a ninja from a village awaiting the arrival of the Western hero that will save them from a demon attack. However, before the hero can arrive, the demon army attacks, leaving the village ablaze. The attack is temporarily thwarted by the hero, who then assigns you as the messenger, giving you a scroll that you must take to the 3 sages at the summit of Glacial Peak. Throughout your trials, you will encounter memorable bosses, quirky helpers, and a major spoiler that will not be revealed here. It's not that I want to keep you out of the loop, but this is one you need to experience yourself. Art style is very much a throwback to 8 and 16-bit era games, but unlike games like Shovel Knight that stick to one, The Messenger has moments where you switch back and forth between the 2 styles, with the 2 styles representing your present and a certain amount of time in the future. You'll need to go back and forth as scenery changes, opening up new areas you can access in the later game. The music was enjoyable, although it wasn't clear what the inspiration was. Might have been an amalgamation of many games there. And just like the visual style, it will switch between 8 and 16-bit era sounds. However, I found it interesting that while the 8-bit sounds were similar to the NES, the 16-bit sounds were more along the lines of the Sega Genesis. I suppose it has to do with the Genesis sounds being closer to the NES compared to the Super Nintendo. Either way, I enjoyed it. Gameplay is very good. Configuration is pretty standard, while overall control of the ninja is very tight, allowing for high precision platforming. The game also features a sort of double jump called the Cloud Step. This is accomplished by jumping, hitting an enemy or hittable object like a lantern, and then jumping a second time. This move will allow you to stay above ground nearly indefinitely if you can execute it properly. There's also a gliding maneuver that will let you attack underneath you, allowing you to rise up and float for longer. And there is a rope dart to help you move from side to side as well as attack enemies. Overall, The Messenger is a great game with excellent controls and an incredible era-switching mechanic. Bollinger's team took great care in creating this fusion of 8-bit level-based gaming and 16-bit Metroidvania adventuring, blending audio and visual styles of both. The ending feels a bit short, but the journey is more than worth it. Depending on your skill level, expect to beat the game in 8 to 12 hours your first time through. The Messenger is the debut game of Sabotage Studio, published by Developer Digital on Nintendo Switch and PC through outlets like Steam and GOG.com, retailing for about $20. If you want a number rating, it's a 10, without hesitation. If you want a recommendation, here it is. This is one of the best indie games this year on any platform, and is easily in the same conversation as games like Subnautica, Celeste, Iconoclast, and fellow August release Dead Cells. This is a must-buy. And that's our review of The Messenger. If you liked the video, please feel free to like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you have some critiques of the video or recommendations for games, feel free to leave a comment below. And if I missed anything about this game you want to talk about, tell us about it in the comments. I'm Jeff from Some Nerdy Arguments. Now go do the thing.